Now for the top story tonight. Very interesting political situation. Republican Senator Tom Coburn from Oklahoma recently appeared at a town hall meeting where he was questioned about Obamacare, specifically how the government will punish people who don't buy mandatory health insurance.
If they can put us in prison, take away our liberty, are they not trampling on our Fifth Amendment rights by putting it under the IRS?
The intention is not to put anybody in jail. That makes for good TV news on Fox, but that isn't the intention.
Wow. But later on, Senator Coburn was asked about Nancy Pelosi.
I'm 180 degrees in opposition to the Speaker. She's a nice lady. I don't think we can wait. Come on now. She is a nice. How many of you all have met her? Just because somebody disagrees with you doesn't mean they're not a good person. So don't catch yourself being biased by Fox News that somebody's no good.
All right, joining us from Washington is Senator Coburn. Biased by Fox News, Senator? Really?
Well, Bill, remember, the constituents that come to my town hall meetings, they routinely and uniformly listen to your network. And every network has some bias. I have a bias, you have a bias. You all work hard at trying to get that bias out. But the first question about people being put in jail, she didn't make that up. She'd heard that.
Okay, can you tell me?
So the point is,
yeah.
the point is this, Bill, is what we have to do if we're going to win for a limited government, for freedom, for liberty, for the expression that we all want to have in our country of our own individual rights, then we have to win on the real facts of the issues. And when we change those to where we inflame them, we lose our credibility.
Okay, and I've been saying that more than anybody, that personal attacks are foolish and propaganda is foolish.
For that.
Okay, but can you tell me one person on Fox News, just one, was told this audience that they'll go to jail if they don't buy health insurance?
Well, I didn't ask the lady when she'd heard it.
Well, why then was it legitimate to bring in Fox News to a discussion where, number one, you don't know anybody on Fox News, because there hasn't been anyone, that said people will go to jail if they don't buy mandatory insurance, and number two,
well,
the lady was asking a general question and you brought in Fox News. That wasn't fair.
Well, maybe it wasn't fair. But
okay.
Here's the point. I listen to Fox a lot.
Yeah.
Okay? I am very glad you're there. You offer a balance to the total slant on the left. But when we're not accurate, or when we overstate the case, and I will tell you, I've heard that in certain Fox programs, the case is overstated.
Tell me what, because it doesn't happen here, and we researched to find out if anybody on Fox News had ever said you're going to jail if you don't buy health insurance. Nobody's ever said it. So it seems to me that what you did was you used Fox News as a whipping boy when we didn't qualify there. Now, let's go to Nancy Pelosi. Let's go to Nancy Pelosi.
Okay.
Here you may have a point. Here you don't have any point on the health thing, that you were wrong to do that, Senator, with all due respect. But here you may have a point, because Nancy Pelosi, for some commentators on this network, is the devil. There's no question about that. And your point about, hey, just because we disagree with her doesn't mean that she's a bad person, I'm with you all the way. But again, it looks like you were singling out Fox News for a whipping here. Maybe we deserve it on Pelosi, but we didn't deserve it on the other. Go ahead.
Well, you didn't play what I said about CNN and Fox. I said you have to listen to both. And my point to that town hall is we who believe in limited government and individual liberty and personal responsibility will win the battles on the merit. So what we have to do is, if we're going to win those battles, just like I try to win in the Senate, I have to know what they're thinking. And then I want individuals, and I've heard you say this on your show, you make up your mind, here's the facts.
Yeah, you present the facts and you let the folks make up their mind.
And Bill, you're very good at doing that. But not everybody is, and not everybody's perfect at it. So we need, and it's just like I said to that town hall group, I try to read the New York Times, not because I agree with it. I want to know what the other side is thinking.
And there's no problem with that. But I think that the audience, particularly in Oklahoma, and the audience that follows you, was surprised and shocked that you were putting Fox up as a beacon of bias. And then you know that the far-left cranks that dominate the media took what you said and ran with it all day long.
Well, here's the problem, Bill, and here's the problem I see with that. First of all, you all are running the media now in Oklahoma, I guarantee you, all right, and across a larger and larger percentage of this country. But when that becomes the news story, instead of us trying to not add to the debt, when we take a courageous stand and we say we're not going to pass an unemployment insurance bill that we're going to charge to our grandchildren, we're going to do that. It's that the story on the networks is more important than the actual happenings that are going on. And that's a problem in the media.
Listen,
because they don't want to talk about the real substantive issues. You do, but many do not.
Okay,
and so
but you're
what
not
they do, they take a hit.
Senator, from your perch on Capitol Hill, you're not going to reform or corrupt media. It's not going to happen. They're in business to make money. A lot of people preaching to the choir. But I don't want you, who I believe is an honest man, and you're obviously a stand-up guy for coming on and taking the fire here. I don't want you to be used by the real evildoers in the media, and you know who they are. And they did use you in this case. I'll give you the last word.
Well, my last word is this. Having been on that side of the receiving end, I think members who agree with us philosophically ought to do everything we can to not demonize our opponents, but to win on the issues. In the long run, we gain credibility and we gain respect when we do that, and we win. We win on the debate.
I can't disagree with that at all, and I think that's why our program is #1 rated, and I respect you putting that forth. And Senator, thanks for coming on. It was a very interesting debate.
Hey, Bill, good to be with you.
All right.